Alright, so I just ended my 400 pull-ups. It was pretty okay. I wasn't even sore from the day before where I did 300. As I said, my rest has been way better and I feel like my body finally adapted to the volume. So yeah, I feel maybe a little bit hurt, but I don't feel awful. I feel good. See, I did 400. Will I do 400 tomorrow? I don't know. Probably. Well, how about the day after? I don't know. I'm just trying to see how it goes. I'm just trying to do better than I did last month. And hopefully I can slot in a big day pretty soon, like a 2,000. And then in maybe a month or two, think about a 3,000. Then in 3, 4, 5 months, if my pacing is right, then I will think about doing the 4,017 that Goggins did, but in less time than he did. Sorry if I sound a little weird, I got a little sweet in my mouth. So yeah, it was pretty sweet. It was really not that hard. It was just boring. I did 40 sets of 10. I did 5. I rested 10 seconds. I did another 5. I ended the set. Then I did another set. I did that 40 times. While I did that, I obviously worked on my garage, which is why you haven't seen the sessions that I used to do outside since I got my new bar. Not my new bar, my bar. I didn't have a bar before. And yeah, today I got a lot done. While I did the pull-ups, I cleaned my garage, which is something that no one actually tells you. If you have a home gym, you have to maintain it. That's it. I assume that a guy like Sam Sulek, he has his gym, but he probably has someone go there once a week and give it a little keep in order to keep the place clean. Well, when you have your own garage and your own gym, especially when it's 3 levels underground, you gotta do all that yourself. So all the rust that gets into equipment, I've been learning to take that out myself. All the dust, which is a lot, trust me, you gotta clean that out yourself. Especially on the rugs where I have my equipment, so it doesn't slide. Yeah, that's a hot spot for fucking dust. But yeah, it's completely manageable. You do a set. In between the set, you maybe clean out some things on the garage, maybe clean out the floor, do whatever tasks you have to do down here. I am also looking at 3 flies right now. I got a little bit of a fly infestation. I don't know how many of you knew, but I rescued a stray kitten a couple months ago, and I kept it here in the garage for a couple days before I could have it being moved to an actual home to be treated because the cat was sick, baby kitten. And since then, flies somehow think that this is a hot spot for food when it isn't, because I constantly find them dead on the floor and I have to clean their dumbasses out. There were no flies before I brought the cat in. Now they're just dying left and right on my floor. So yeah, pretty upsetting. So yeah, this is the first month of the year. It's the 4th of January right now. The day has been starting good. I've did 3 days of 300 and 1 day of 400 so far. Now I'm going to keep building that up, and hopefully this month we can do, I'd say if we did over 12,000 would be very good. Over 12,000 pull-ups would be very good. An ideal number would be 15,000. I'd be very happy with that. It's 5,000 more than the previous month, but obviously things happen, things break, people get injured. By people, I mean my dumbass. And yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about. Yesterday, I went into that guy, the Belgian guy who beat the pull-up world record. I went to his Instagram profile. He is still radio silent. Hasn't said shit since he broke the record and got a lot of critiques for it, for the bad form. All he's done since then is shill his private coaching. So yeah, we might be looking at a fraud here. I haven't seen the 24-hour footage. The little footage he showed was very sus, and he said nothing since then. He's completely ignoring the complaints. and yeah, just shilling his private coaching. But thank God no one gave a fuck. Because if you did fraud it and you would get money for it, that would be terrible. But if you didn't fraud it, if the footage comes out, I do hope that it gains a lot of traction, because it's no small feat. And I'll be the first one to support him. If I do end up seeing that, no, he did not fraud it, he actually did it, I'll be the first one to say, you got the better of me. Congratulations, you got the better of all of us. You're number one. But right now, did you just hear that? Well, that was my fucking shoulder cracking and my elbow. But yeah, up until now, it does not seem like he is the guy. Quite sad that people mayhaps have to resort to a little cheating to get ahead in life. I'm a fan of cheating. I think that cheating is important. But not when it comes to this. Not when it comes to competing with another person for an objective metric. Like, who can do the most pull-ups in 24 hours? Because if you just cheat on that, then you're a coward. You have no honor. And I mean, you think yourself so much fucking better than everyone else? You think you can just skip the cues, skip all the hard work? Did he do thousands of pull-ups? Well done. Yes, he did. Did he beat the world record? That's what I don't know. And that's what it doesn't look like. And to claim you did when mayhaps you didn't, you actually frauded, that is a huge disrespect to the previous world record holder, which is Oh Johan. I mean, I can't imagine how hard he worked for that, and to have possibly gotten his record taken from him by cheating. That would be awful. If that was me, I would have broke his fucking record a day after. But yeah, that wasn't fucking me, not fucking yet. So, here I am. I'm gonna go upstairs, and it's not like I have a gazillion tasks to do or anything. So, it's not like I am short for things to do in my life. Huh? Clean the little rug. Look at it. It's more red than gray right now. So yeah, have a nice day. I'll see you tomorrow.